Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're doing your online learning. We're going to talk about fables for reading this week and the moral lesson to be learned in the fables. Often, fables are written. They're a short tale teaching a moral lesson. So you're going to have something to learn from these books. They're fiction. The characters are often animals or objects, occasionally humans, and they often poke fun at political characters such as kings and presidents. And I wrote the bottom line. I have to put that in there because Aspen's grumpy that it looks not as pretty as her writing. The top is hers, the bottom one was mine. All right, so in order to talk about the moral lesson to be learned in a tale, I'm going to read you guys The Emperor's New Clothes. Okay? Long ago lived an emperor. He loved clothes. Oh, kind of like my daughter Aspen. He spent all of his money on new outfits. He had a coat for every hour of the day. Aspen in her shoes. The emperor lived in a busy city. One day, two men came to town. One was a cheat, the other was a fake. They were quite a pair. The men said they made the finest clothes on earth. No other weavers made such flashy patterns and such bright colors. That's not all, said the fake. Our cloth is special. Fools can't see it. This cloth could come in handy, thought the emperor. He paid the weavers 3 big sacks of gold. Make me an outfit, he said. The weavers set up a workshop. They ordered lots of fine silk threads, but they hid it. From morning till night, they pretended to weave on empty looms. The emperor was dying to look at the cloth, but what if he couldn't see it? Would he be a fool, huh? If he was a fool, no one must know. I'll send my advisor, he thought. He's as clever as a cat. The advisor visited the workshop. He squinted hard at the looms. He didn't see a snip or a scrap. Of course, the advisor couldn't see the cloth. There was no cloth, but he didn't dare admit he couldn't see anything. I must be a blockhead, he thought. What do you think of these rich shades of red? Asked the cheat. Don't you love the diamond pattern? Asked the fake. Oh, yes, said the advisor. I've never seen anything quite like it. The emperor will get a full report. The weavers were given more money and supplies. The pretend weaver went on night and day, and by the emperor sent a duke to check on the weavers. The duke peered at the empty looms. I'm not a featherbrain, thought the duke, but I can't see the cloth, so I must be a flop at my job. No one must know. Out loud he said, "What beautiful cloth!" How can I describe it? Asked the duke. The weavers told him all about the cloth. He passed the details on to the emperor. Word of the fine cloth spread all through the city. The emperor had to see it for himself. The emperor, his advisor, and the duke went to the workshop. Each thought the others could see the cloth on the empty looms. Look at the bright shade of red, said the advisor. Look at the pattern of diamonds, said the duke. Uh-oh, thought the emperor. Am I a fool? I can't see the cloth. Do you like it? Asked the cheat. It's fantastic, said the emperor. You can wear it on the grand parade, the advisor told him. Good plan, replied the duke. Perfect, said the emperor, clapped his hands. You two are the best weavers in the land. Keep up the good work. Snip, stitch, zip. The weavers pretended to work like crazy. At last, they said the outfit was ready, but the emperor couldn't see a thing. The weavers pretended to dress the emperor in his new outfit. It feels like a cloud. You won't even know you have it on, said the fake. The emperor looked in the mirror. "A perfect fit," said the cheat. "The pattern and the colors are so exciting," added the fake. The emperor led the parade. His advisors and the duke pretended to carry the train of his cape. People cheered so they wouldn't look like fools. Finally, a child spoke up. "Look," he cried, "the emperor has nothing on." Soon everyone shouted, "The emperor has no clothes." "I've been tricked," thought the emperor. "I am a fool." But he held his head high and led the parade through the rest of the city. All right, so if we're looking at a fable, short tale, they're usually pretty easy to read. Fiction, yes, this is made up, right? Characters are often animals or objects. In this case, we had humans. And pokes fun at political characters such as kings and presidents. This one poked fun at an emperor. So, moral of the story, the lesson to be learned. What do you think it is? Not to be a fool, right? Not to let your pride get in the way of knowing you know what's right. Last night, Aspen and I watched a movie. What was that movie on Disney Plus?
Stargirl.
No, the other one. The one with the boys, the brothers. Onward? Is that what it was? Mm-hmm. Onward. We were watching the movie Onward, and it had a theme in throughout the movie. Sad movie, though. I cried through the whole thing. Yep. Where I want you guys to watch the movie Onward if you've got Disney Plus and see if you can figure out what the theme is. It's got a couple smaller themes in it as well, but one big theme. So see if you guys can watch that movie and find out. Right? So your work this week for reading is on Epic. You are reading fables. And don't forget, when it says you're almost done, you're not done, turn the page, there's a quiz to take. And then I want you to think with each one of those fables, what is the lesson to be learned, the moral lesson? Okay? And we'll talk about that on Zoom as we Zoom with you guys to see if you guys are getting the moral lessons out of those. Next, before we move on though, let's take a little progress report on our plants. Let's look over here. Hunter was looking at them this morning. And he says, "What's going on here? There's nothing happening." Well, this is only what, day 3? This is only day 3. I guess I should probably write on here. Will you write 3 so we know what day we're on somewhere on this door? So day 3, yes, nothing's happening yet. Everything's looks like things are just a little moist. So, day 3, still nothing happening. We'll check back in with that here soon. All right. After you guys get done with your epic reading, don't forget, you still need to read yourself and listen to reading and practice your writing. Miss Bledsoe is going to do a writing lesson in a couple days, so be ready. Look out for that too. See you guys.